I was helping a friend out, as you do, with trying to cut down or cut the top out of a tree at his lifestyle block. There was an old man pine which shaded his kitchen in the winter, and he wanted to eat his wheat bix in the sun. So he asked me to come and help him. I'm not an arborist, but I can use a chainsaw to some degree, and I decided to help him out. So I went up the tree and cut the top out. All went well, but coming down I noticed some branches were hung up, and I tried to dislodge them, but I only managed to slip and fall out of the tree myself, which resulted in a pretty spectacular break of my back. I'm a T10 paraplegic, so that's about belly button level, and my whole spinal cord was dislocated at that point. The things I can remember realising I'd never do is things like going into the backcountry, going tramping and walking into the hills, and that's something I'll never do again. And also just walking down a beach, hand in hand with a loved one. Feeling the sand between your toes, and just the simple act of walking I won't be able to do that again. So that was pretty traumatic. I also remember when I left Burwood, and I came back home to Ashburton, and I was living by myself. I'd separated with my wife some time ago prior to the accident, and I was going home to a house with nobody else in it, and I had to look after myself, and that was pretty tough as well. So I had some dark times there, just thinking that, God, this is just not, this is tough, and can I do it? And so it's really tough. Since my accident, I've tried to work out ways I can be active. I get what you call neuropathic pain, so the more physically active I can be, the better that neuropathic pain generally is. So I started off doing a lot of swimming. Swimming's great because you're actually out of the chair, and it's also pretty good exercise, and help help the mind quite a bit just being active. So got into that. Then I also managed to come in with a group that was going to the New York Marathon, and got a chair from Parafed Canterbury, and started to train for about 6 months, which was great, something to work towards, and competed in the New York Marathon in 2015. That was a great experience, and I'll never forget it. Since then, I've been doing a lot of rowing as well. I was a rower prior to my accident, and I've got a very good group of friends associated with the Ashburton Rowing Club, and I've got back into what they call an adaptive boat, which has wee pontoons on the riggers, and I'm now a national champion. So I competed in the adaptive rowing event, arms and shoulders only, and I was the only competitor, unfortunately. So I'm now national champion, and I also competed in the World Masters Games, which again I didn't have any other competitors in my section of arms and shoulders only. So I'm not sure where I've got to go to find some competition, but it'd be great to do that. Anyway, I continue to row and do indoor rowing to keep fit and active, and I really enjoy the exertion that it gives me. I found that the accident is not the end of the world. That's what you've got to realise, and you've just got to look ahead at the things you can do, not the things you can't do, and be positive and be thankful for the things you've got. And I'm lucky I've got 3 beautiful kids that are grown now, and Yeah, and I've also got a new partner, which is great as well. So anyway, the whole thing is that you need to get over the fact that looking back over your shoulder in the rear vision mirror, you've got to look forward, and that I think has been good for my outlook on life as well. Yeah, please support the Spinal Trust. They're an excellent organisation, and I'd love to see you give as much money as you can. Thank you.